Good afternoon to you, Statement.
He was good.
Yeah, welcome to RFI Radio 102.1 FM.
Nice. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So how is Barbados this afternoon? How is Barbados? What's the weather like?
Well, today we're kind of overcast with some showers, but it's still always good.
Nice one. Yeah, nice to have you on board, Statement. Been a pleasure, having you here.
I give thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So tell us, what part of Barbados were you born? And what was life going on there for you?
Well, life for me in Barbados, as you know, Barbados is home.
Right.
And no matter wherever I may travel, as people say, no matter where I roam, Barbados will always be home for me, you know what I mean? I was born in the parish of St. Michael. As you know, Barbados has 11 parishes. I was born in St. Michael, raised and spent some time in St. Michael's. Then I moved to the countryside of the island, and that was a good thing for me, you know what I mean? I went to school in the countryside, and everything was good. I had fun.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, so how did it all started for you?
Well, how it all started for me. Here in Barbados, I used to work on what we call the public service vehicles, like the ZRs. So while I was working on those, you know what I mean, I was doing my singing and stuff, and the drivers and the people in the van would always ask me to freestyle, like to sing, because I used to do dancehall before, reggae music. I used to do reggae before.
Yes.
And the people would always ask me to do some singing and stuff. And that's where it all started for me. I used to do it in school as well. I should say I already was doing it from school days. I was singing from school days. I remember performing at some of the concerts we would have at school and stuff. And, everything would have been good. People would enjoy my performances and stuff. And then I took it from there to the vans. And then I did my first ever recording with a song called How Many More, with where we had our first ride-by shooting in Barbados. That was in the year 1994. And from that song, then my name started to grow a little bit. Then the next year, 1996, I think, I did another recording of a song called The Last Days, which had a music video. And the song was very, very popular here on TV and airplay and stuff. So from doing the reggae, then I realized that a lot of things weren't happening for me like I would have loved them to happen for me. But then I continued to focus and maintain myself and try to do some soca music, which in soca was a genre that I was never really that much in love with. So then I did it.
Yeah.
I made the transition from reggae music to soca music, and that was good for me because from soca music then is where my name became even more established and recognized worldwide, where soca music is being played now.
Yeah, but you mentioned a song, How Many More? Would you say was that track that catapulted you to stardom? How Many More, the song?
Say it again?
You mentioned the song, How Many More, was one of your first track. Would you say was that track that catapulted you to stardom?
How Many More was the reggae track that got my name kind of out there, but I think the song that really pushed it for me more in the reggae in the genre reggae would have been The Last Days. Last Days spoke of.
Can we just feature this track, How Many More, just for our listeners to get themselves familiarized with the song, okay?
Mm-hmm.
1 minute.
Youth and youth, I'm on fed up with this thing. I can't sleep. This thing hurts and my eyes are deep. I even have nightmares about it up in my sleep. Catch cold sweat from my head right down to my feet. And I want to put on the gun and the matic. Yeah, me tell what I say. How many more brothers are gonna die? How many more? I am on my moon and cry. How many more? You them are gonna fight to survive. How many more? How many more brothers are gonna die? How many more? Mama moon and cry. How many more? You them are gonna fight to survive. How many more? Watch this. 'Cause every day me wake up in a me community. All me can hear about is gun activity. You can never over stupidity. And I don't really know me say what could it be. Them must see worshiping Satan and me.
Yes, you said you wrote this song because of a drive-by shooting in Barbados.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wrote it. That's what it came about.
How many years ago?
That was the shooting would happen in 1994. Yeah, 1994. That song was written.
Yes, and let's picture. You mentioned another track called "The Last Days." Let's picture.
Yeah, The Last Days.
Yeah, let's picture
this
track.
The Last Days. There was another track that I had that I wrote it off of the world. How people were always saying the world is coming to an end, and God is coming back soon. So I just had a vibe because I was very heavily into reggae music. I mean, I used to try, I had my hair kind of
Right.
locked up and tough. I was doing all the Rastafari things.
Right,
And,
right.
every morning I would chant a psalm and he said, these are the last days.
All
Wicked
right.
people go and change ways.
Can we feature this track now?
No problem.
All right. Oh, don't know.
And it's getting hotter and the nights are getting shorter. My Lord, these are the last years. Wicked people want to change the way. Can't get past the God put compared to China, the night or any time of day. My Lord, again these are the last years. Wicked people want to change the ways. Repent, can't get past the God put compared to China, the night or any time of day. My Lord, so many things the Bible spoke of, now revealing. Children having children, realize that man living. Jahaz from out the sky, look just sound of a stretch them. And sound and trumpet, let us know he's arrived. His soul's heart is unclean, and it's full of it.
Yeah, that's a very beautiful track statement. The last days.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
And I get it was written by you as well.
Yeah, all of my songs are written by me. I wrote all my stuff myself.
Okay. So tell us, you started singing at the age of 9. Do you remember the very first song?
Well, they have some artists who come and tell you, they were singing from 5 and 6, I can't even remember when I was singing from, but I can tell you where I really recognized my talent was when I was at secondary school. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I had uncles, and I remember my uncles would always be playing a lot of Yellow Man and Toyin and Kojak and, a lot of Gregory Isaac and that kind of music I grew up around. So I basically was raised up around music. My dad, who lives in Canada right now, he's locked on. He played pan. Peter Ram, who's my cousin. Peter Ram is my cousin as well.
Okay. Cool.
I have a famous uncle who plays the saxophone in Barbados, who's very popular by the name of Ricky Braffett. Then I have an uncle in New York as well who plays guitar, and he does his own little thing with music as well. So I have a kind of musical background. So I would say I really discovered my talent when I became more into like secondary school, and I always loved to sing reggae. At home, me and my brothers and my cousin, we would make a lot of sport, and I'll be doing my chanting and stuff and singing, doing that kind of stuff, making sport. But like to say I started singing at 9 or 10, I don't remember, but I know from secondary school, I was really doing it. I was really into it, and I got more into it as time went by and I got older. I had more of a love and a heart's desire to be an artist.
Nice one. Yeah, but the song Last Days, this was an inspiration to Junior Kelly. Why Junior Kelly?
Well, Junior Kelly, I remember when I first met Junior Kelly, he came to Barbados, and I loved this song because of the song that he had. He had some very nice tracks, and he was performing here in Barbados. And I remember going to the venue that he was at and sitting down on the back of a van waiting until he was out because he said he would like to meet up with me. And he himself, that his song that he wrote was kind of an inspiration for the song I had last days. Because remember, he had a song, "We're living in the last days, last days, like we're living in," you know what I mean? So that was a good look. And I mean, it's been a while I haven't reached out to him and we haven't spoken, but normally every time he comes here, me and him would link up, you know what I mean? So Last Days is one of my very good songs. I also have another reggae song that I wrote featuring Biggie Irie called "Where Is the Love," which also spoke about some friends of mine who were gunned down. They were friends, and they both shot and killed each other in a fete. So that's how "Where Is the Love" was inspired, because in this world we're living in, everything is not going to be good. Yeah, "Where Is the Love" featuring Statement and Big Gary.
Okay, let's feature this track just for our listeners. Okay, Statement.
No problem.
Let's feature this track.
Well, this is Statement alongside Biggie Irie. And we are begging you to live in love and unity. And the hate should be replaced by love, that's the way it has to be. None of you with the badness to gun thing, we don't need it. Guess how you wanna hear me say, yo! Where's the love that we used to have? That when a man passed a joke, everybody would have laughed, yo. That body! Every day gunshot, we hear from something, we get close again. Where's the love that we used to have? That when a man passed a joke, everybody Now every day gunshot, we hear bounce up in the ghetto. I couldn't believe it when I saw such a sudden change. We are the biggie. No more slingshot they're using. It's just them big 4-4 Glock or them 357. Say what? Murdering each other for what about? I know that's what they're thinking. But just them murder joker and them murder a cell and now a boy locked up in a prison cell. Oh well.
Yeah, very beautiful song statement. Where is the love?
Yes,
You featured Biggie Irie. But
Yes,
tell
yes,
me,
sir.
but why didn't you promote yourself as a reggae artist instead of a soca
Why did
artist? Yes,
Why did I promote myself as a reggae artist?
yes. Why didn't you promote yourself?
I love reggae music. I won't say that I don't love reggae music, but you know, there became a time when I believe my calling was, you know, to do soca music because, like I said, I didn't really love soca music as much as I love reggae music. And I remember there was a promoter who said to me one time, me and another brethren of mine who's died, who's deceased now, may God bless his soul, Shaky Ranks, who's my good friend.
Yeah,
And the promoter said to me and that artist, you know, when people come to reggae shows, they don't really come to see you guys, you know, they come to see the international acts. And that kind of hit, you know,
yes.
it kind of hurt.
Right.
You know, to hear a promoter telling another artist them kind of things, it really hurt, you know what I mean? So one day I decided, well, let me just look at some soca music. And I started writing some soca music. One of the first soca songs I wrote was a song called Walking Up in the Party. And that kind of was a little chip off of the iceberg. Then the following year, 2002, I came with another track called Already, which featured Tony Rebel Bailey from Crossfire.
Yes.
And that kind of cracked the doors a little bit for me. Then the following year, 2003, I just came back from St. Vincent recording with the Adrian Bailey, who had done the big tune for Kevin Little, Turn Me On. And I had been there to record a song called You Alone. But by the time I got back to Barbados now, I had an idea for a song called Wanna Be. And Wanna Be became the song, Wanna Be was the song that opened every door, window, garage, gate, everything for me. That was the song that opened up everything for me and made my name become a household name as far as soca music is concerned. So
Okay,
I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets at all from making a transition from reggae to soca music. I can still do reggae, but soca music is my love right now, real true.
Okay, Wanna Be, let's feature this track now, statement.
Oh yeah, girl, I wanna be right there, right there, right there. Girl, I wanna be there when you need me most. Yeah, caressing your body while holding you close. Yeah, I won't let your feelings not let you down. No, I won't say sorry 'cause I won't do you wrong. 'Cause I wanna be right there when you want me, right there when you need me. I'll be right there when you want me. Girl, you won't have to call me. I'll be right there when you want me. I'll be right there when you need me. Right there when you want me. Girl, you won't have to call me. For you, baby, I'll go an extra mile. Yeah. I don't want your face, I want to see your smile. Yeah. I don't want to tears running down your cheek. No. So behind me, you won't have to play hide and seek. 'Cause I wanna be right there when you want me.
I must say, this is one of my favorite tracks, you know, statement. Wanna Be Right There. This song will never die, you know?
I give thanks.
So you say,
So after
yes, go on.
writing this track, I can remember there were people who were saying, "Oh, he's gonna be a one-hit wonder. He can't come back again." And and I was featured in a competition called the People's Monarch here in Barbados, where people had to call in and vote for the song of their choice. And that song was so much in rotation, but I came second to a guy who had a much faster song. But the following year, I came back with another song called "If I Can't Be With You," which was another groovy raga soca, as we would call them. And then after I wrote it, "If I Can't Be With You" track, there was a friend of mine from Canada who suggested to me, "Why don't you do a reply to this track?" And I said, "A reply? How you mean?" So she said, "Why don't you answer back what you're saying?" And I sat down in about 15 minutes. Then I wrote the reply to "If I Can't Be With You," which went Why, when I wanted to be with you, you were out with someone else.
That's a big track. Let me play this track just for our listeners, man. They might want to know. Okay, I want to hear this track as well. Okay.
No problem.
On 102.1 FM, things turn up. Got some champagne in my eyes. You know, the only thing I'm missing right now, baby, is for you to be right here by my side. So, before you hang up the phone, baby, there's something I want to say to you. I miss the way you run your fingers all through my hair. I miss hearing you whisper those sweet words into my ear. When outside is cold, I miss the way how you keep me warm. Darling, you really turn me on. So if I can't be with you tonight, I don't need nobody else. Oh no, if I can't be with you tonight.
Yes, another big hit as well. Statement.
Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about this track. You said it's a reply or answer.
Yeah, there's a reply to that song called When I Wanted to Be With You. That's
Yes.
the original one there. If I Can't Be With You is the original. The reply is When I Wanted to Be With You,
Okay.
You Were Out with Someone Else. Signed by Keisha Christian and written by myself.
Yes. Nice one. Also, you have another big track called All Night Till Morning.
Well, All Night Till Morning was a track that was featured on a rhythm called Back It Up, produced by Blood Armstrong from Tone Deaf Studios. There was about 13 songs on that rhythm. And what I did was took my song away from the rhythm, left it on the original, and I did a road mix, which the road mix then took off in America, Canada, England, and the road mix became very, very popular. Which to this day is still one of the biggest soca songs from Statement. Starts, Boat Ride,
I have to agree. I have to agree from this one. So would you say this is one of your biggest tracks ever? All Night Till Morning.
Well, I would say All Night Till Morning is one of my biggest tracks. It is
Okay.
one of the biggest tracks.
Let's feature this track for our listeners. And just to let you know as well, it's one of my favorite soca songs as well. This is Statement out of Barbados, live on RFI Radio, All Night Till Morning.
Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes...
Once again, this is Statement out of Barbados, live on RFI Radio, 102.1 FM. One of my favorite tracks from Statement, All Night Till Morning, right on RFI Radio, 102.1 FM. There we go. We say cheese on bread. This is a big tune. Trust me. When was this song written and when was it released?
It was released in 2009.
Yeah. And where did you perform the song first?
Well, the first place I would have performed it would have been Barbados. I was entered in the Groovy Monarch. First time we ever had it in the Farley Hill National Park, 2009. So this tune was, as I said, it started to grow momentum when it got out of Barbados. It was very, very big outside.
Right. And did you perform this track outside Barbados? Did you
Always.
Where about did you tour with this track?
Well, the U.S., I was in the U.S. with it most of the time. Most of the time was in the U.S. I did it in the U.K. in 2010, I think it was. 2010, I think I was in the U.K. with, what's his name? Martin J.
Yes.
And his brother, Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny Ranks, yes. Good friends of
mine. Yeah, they had a show in the UK, so I was at their show that they had.
and you perform at Nottingham Carnival as well, and at Leicester. What was the experience? What was the experience like for you?
Those experiences were really good. It was the first time I got to actually realize that the UK has the funniest weather in the world. You guys have the strangest weather pattern. I was in a hotel building, and I look out the back of the hotel, the sun was shining. I looked to the front, go outside, the rain was falling. I could never get it to understand.
Welcome to England.
Yeah, you guys don't really have a summer. Your summers are still cold.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. But tell me, you work with some of the best producers in the Caribbean, like Underground, Slum City. What was it like working with them?
I've also worked with Adrian Bailey from St. Vincent. Like you said, Underground. I've worked with Darren Grant from Underground. I worked with Chris Salmon from Slam City. Quantum Production, which is Randy Eastman. You know, I've worked with a lot of great producers, and it's always, every studio is a different vibe. It's always a good vibe, though, you know what I mean?
Yes. And also, you released a track last year called TikTok. I think this...
TikTok was 2018. That was 2018. And TikTok, because of his vibe, because it was something different that people wouldn't be expecting from Statement. It's more kind of like a Wabashi kind of stuff.
Exactly, yes.
You know, and
took the place by storm.
Different.
Took the place by
it was
storm.
different. It was different for me as well. And
yes.
And there was a guy from Canada who did a road mix. Actually, I had 2 road mixes done too. One by DJ Bass from Canada, and then Willy Wonka from New York. They did a road mix as well to it. So TikTok is doing well as well too.
It is indeed a big tune. Let me just play this track for our listeners again, you know, because they're thinking, what song is TikTok? There we go.
You attack. 102.1 FM, Kings Total.
That song took the place by storm, man. Tell me something about this track.
Well, that rhythm, I got the instrumental from a good friend of mine who's also a promoter and a Beijing guy who lives in New York. His name is Roderick, Dynasty International. He's also a DJ as well. And he sent me the instrumental. And from the time I heard the instrumental, I was like, I love this track. This track has vibe. And I wrote the song straight away. Tick tock, tick tock, gal go down, I make a 2 cheek clap, gal tick tock. Tick tock, gal go down, stick it and bring it up back. I love how you go on your heel and toe. Drop your bumper down to the floor. Balance it now and just go down low. Come up halfway, my gal, and stick it. And on your knees and your back, if you bend. Show them what you're working with. Don't give them, my gal. Tick tock, tick tock, gal go down, I make the 2 cheek clap, gal tick tock. Tick tock, gal go down, stick it and bring it up back. Yeah, so he liked it. And we just went together, put it together, got it out there. And, you know, it's amazing to see that it's still doing well, and I appreciate the love that it's getting. So.
Yeah, but I find that strange. Did you perform that song in the Bashment Soca in Barbados?
No, I didn't because I wasn't the person. As Beanie Man said, I didn't want to be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
I didn't. I wasn't that enthused with the Bashment Soca stuff. You know what I mean? But I allowed the guys that doing it. I mean, they're well. So I wasn't focusing on the Bashment Soca part of it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, this was a big tune to enter in the Bashment Soca.
Yeah, but at that time, sometimes, you know, you have to go with your feelings. Sometimes it's not everything that you should jump into. You know what I mean? Not everything is good for everybody.
Yeah, but it's all about it's all about luck and chance. If you had entered the Bashment Soca competition, you could have won.
It's true. It's true, but I just wasn't feeling like being a part of the Bashment Soca competition. You know what I mean? It's like I say, like, not everything is for everybody.
Right. But do you intend to perform there anytime? To participate in Bashment Soca anytime soon?
If song wise be and I feel like doing it, maybe. But like I say, I don't write Bashment Soca. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that I wouldn't. Again, if it comes around, or I wouldn't say I would, because I'm not going to sit down and definitely just pen a song to put in the Bashment Soca competition.
Yeah,
but I respect the artists who do it, and you know, I tip my hat to them because they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, but you seem very talented.
Point, as I said again, yeah, well, I give thanks. I give thanks for that. But like I said, it's not everything is for everybody. Yes. You know, I'm not 12 or I'm not 20 no more, you know, dog. I'm getting there, and I respect my age. And if the younger artists, if that's what they choose to do, that's their thing. You know, I respect them for doing what they want to do. You know what I mean? If I get a vibe and I feel like, you know what, let me test the water with this. Yeah, maybe. But for right now, I can't tell you that I definitely am going to write a Bashment song. Nah, I wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah. Right. Well, I said you're very talented, and this was a big track, and I bet you my money, if you had sung this at the Bashment Soca, you would have come out at least second or third or first. Who knows?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think the promoter was a little vexed with me that I didn't enter either.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because when you listen to the rhythm,
he wanted me to enter the track, and he asked me why I didn't, but I just wasn't feeling for the Bashment Soca like that. You know what I mean? I tip my hat off to Rick and them guys, and you know what I mean? Like I said, you never know. Maybe next year, year after, in God's spare life, and I'm around, I might probably have a song that bends towards Bashment. But like I say, everything is not for everybody. And not everybody for everything either, you know what I mean? But if it happens, it happens.
I heard that. But apart from the producer, did anybody ask in Barbados, why didn't you perform? Why didn't you enter the competition with this track?
Well, that was a question for everybody. Everybody wanted to know how come I didn't put it in, or why didn't I sing it, but I just wasn't interested in Bashment Soca like that.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't interested in Bashment Soca.
Right.
It's not a hate thing. It's not a hatred thing.
I
don't hate it. I respect the artists that doing it and stuff, but it just was at that point in time. I just wasn't interested in, you know, in being a part of the competition.
Yeah, because I said to you, I remember when the song came out and it took the place by storm, and especially the ladies, man, cheese on. They were going crazy when the song came out.
Yeah, they still do go crazy still.
Yeah, let's feature it again. Let's feature this track. I remember playing this track in a party statement, and the moment this track came on, all the ladies just bent over. It sure was a hurricane that passed through the dance. But how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
I feel good about every song I write. You know why? Because it's a talent and it's a blessing. And for me to not feel happy about anything that I sing or I write is being ungrateful and unthankful to God Almighty, because it's through Him that I'm being blessed the way that I am. You know what I mean? So I feel good about every song that I write. I don't feel like every song is going to be a big tune. Right. I feel most of them could be very great songs, but I always aim for the skies. You know what I mean? But I feel happy about what I do. One thing I can tell you is that I will never just put a song out there because I want to put a song. I want to put a song out there that 5 years from down the road, you can look back at it and it still sounds fresh, still sounds good. It still has memories to you for something you do in the fest, something that happened, you know what I mean? So I don't just put together songs either. I call certain people and just get their ideas and their feedback from what they think about the song ideas that I have before I even go to the studio with them.
Right. But I must say you're a very good writer. Have you written any songs for any artists in Barbados?
Well, I've written ones for, like I said, I wrote a song for Keisha Christian, who did the reply to If I Can't Be With You.
Oh, yeah.
I've written for a lady called Tara Holdip. I've written for Star Perez. I've written for Kia Malners from Crossfire.
Yes. Crossfire, yes.
Who else? Who else? I've also written a song once and given it to Peter Ram, but that was more social commentary kind of aspect.
Peter Ram, yeah. He's your cousin, you said, right?
Yeah, that's my cousin. My brother's his aunt.
Right.
What else? Who else? I've also written for an artist from Antigua called Jasan.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, that's about it for now. I won't say that I would like to write for some more people, but whoever approaches me, or if I feel a vibe and I feel like this artist could sing it, then yeah, I'll say let's go for it.
Cool. Any new tracks for 2020?
Well, for 2020 this year, I have released a track called "I Believe in This." I think I sent that to you as well. That was also produced by Quantum Studios, Randy Eastman of Quantum Productions.
Okay,
mixed and mastered by. That was mixed and mastered by. No problem.
Quantum Productions.
If you believe in the feeling of the festival like I do, put your hand in the air right now. Glasses up in the air right now. And if we get in the bed, get on the board right, maybe go down the road in love. I believe in this. From the time I hear soca music play, I just feel so possessed. I believe in this.
I believe in this. Brand new from the statement out of Barbados. We say cheese on.
Let's go. I believe in this. I believe in this.
What a big tune. I'm loving this one statement.
I believe in it. You believe in this. I believe
Thank you.
Brand new release, UK20. I believe in this. Big artist out of Barbados. Boss of the one statement.
no better feeling than when I had the truck around a day. To look inside of the crowd and see so much happy and smiling faces. People enjoy themselves. I sitting and happy in a ball. Partying from dusk to dawn, but that's not a party when it's party. Every boat ride we day.
This is another track. I believe in this. Brand new release, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, brand new track. And I must say, you're not a power soca artist. You're more a groovy soca artist.
Yeah, I'm more groovy. I try doing some power sometimes, but I'm more into groovy. I'm more the groovy stuff.
Yeah. So are we expecting a power soca from you anytime soon?
Well, I tried power soca's one or twice. I did power soca tracks. Power soca more like for a jab. I had a jab track that I did on the road. Then we get on the road. Then I had another one that I did from 2013, which is more power. But power soca is not really my thing. But if I do have a song, I'll do them. But I more stick to the groovy mid-tempo stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe 2021 we might get a big one from you so that we could jump down Spring Garden.
Well, you make it big. You blaze it. I ride it. You blaze it.
Not a problem. Yeah, statement. Anyway, bookings. Where can we find you or contact you?
If you want to find me, anybody's trying to book me or contact me, you can go through my IG page, which is Statement 501, STATEMENT 501 at Instagram, and the same on Twitter. Facebook is there. I use Facebook, but Facebook is more my government name, but I don't really be on Facebook that regularly. More find me on IG, or mostly IG is where I lime. I hang out on IG. I live on IG. Spend most of my vacation on IG.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I spend most of my vacation.
Networking.
Yes, so, to all the people in the UK right now who's locked on, I see I had somebody from St. Lucia hit me up. I want to give thanks to you, DJ LT, for the opportunity to interview me. So people in the UK and all other places on your side that can understand and know about Statement. To my pops who's locked on with Canada, to my good friend CC, Charles Sylvester, who's locked all the way in the Bronx in America, in New York. I want to say big respect to her. I want to say big respect to my uncle who's locked on down there in Brooklyn. I got people who are locked on all the way in Boston and New York as well, here in Barbados, some of my friends. I want to say thanks to all of them for logging on, because it's people like those who keep me grounded and keep me humble. And to DJs like you who reach out to me for interviews and stuff like that, that makes me feel like, and make me remember at least that I'm doing something good. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So I just want to say thanks to you for recognizing and acknowledging me, and to reach out to me for the interview. I mean, we've been talking about it for a little while, and now it finally happened. So I'm happy that we made the connection, and I hope that you are. And I'll continue to keep you posted as much as whatever is going on with Statement. As soon as I have new tracks, I'll keep you posted. I'll send them over to you so you can pump them to the people.
Definitely. Anybody in Barbados you want to say hello to?
Well, to all the people who are locked on, like I said, my pops is locked on. Everybody in Barbados is locked on. I think my girlfriend is locked on. I think so. I know I left and she was cooking, so I'm not sure, but I know she probably is.
Cooking some flying fish and
my dad in Coco?
And flying fish?
Nah, we don't eat cocoa on a Sunday. Sunday is rice and peas and big macaroni pie and
Jeez,
and coleslaw and the salad and the sweet potato pie, the lamb and the pork and the chicken. We cook big meals on Sunday.
Right.
Sunday is not a small cook day. Sunday is a big food day. Rice and peas and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just making sport.
Yeah, well, if you want cocoa, you can cook cocoa, but we don't cook cocoa on Sunday. Cookoo's a day in the week or Saturday maybe. Saturday and Saturdays is good in the south in Barbados time.
Yeah, south. Yeah, go down Oystins. Get some nice sauce. Anyway, Statement, it's been a pleasure, man.
If you believe in DJ LT just like I do, put your hands in the air right now. Put your flag in the air right now. And let me get on the fact, get in the boat right, go down the road, LT. Now I believe in DJ LT out of London. Playing good selections free, making everyone feel happy. I believe in DJ LT out of London. Playing good selections for me, making everybody happy. I believe in DJ LT. I believe in DJ LT. I believe in DJ LT. I believe in it.
Yeah, man. Big respect, man. Hey, Statement, it was a pleasure having you here, man. It was an honor, a pleasure. Next time we go link up again. Anytime you go past your RFI Radio, just hit me up. And
I give thanks. Like I said, I give thanks to you and many blessings to you and your whole team. You know what I mean? To continue to do the great job that you guys are doing, and many blessings to you and your family in abundance.
Yeah, man. Big respect, man. All right.
Yeah, man. Respect and man.
Nice one. Stay safe.
Yeah, come on.
Cameras click, 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 click. Happy haters do quit the size. Make it working from left to right.
This was Statement out of Barbados.
Alright.
Big artist. TikTok. Another track that will never die. Get used to this. In case if you're just joining us, this is RFI Radio 102.1 FM, the concert station, the pulse of a nation. This was Statement, passing through. One of my favorite artists out of Barbados. We say TikTok. So link him up on Instagram. Statement.
Stop it, yeah?